Another opening of another show. Another opening, another show in Philly, Boston, or Baltimore. A chance for stage folks to say hello. Another opening of another show. Another job that you hope at last will make your future forget your past. Another pain where the ulcers grow. Another opening of another show. 4 weeks you'll rehearse and rehearse. 3 weeks and it couldn't be worse. 1 week, will it ever be right? Then out of the hat, it's that big first night. Overture is about to start. You cross your fingers and hold your heart. It's curtain time and away we go. Another show. Another opening, another show. Yeah. Another opening, another opening, another opening, another show. It's another opening of another show. The overture is about to start. Another show. Hold your fingers, hold your heart. Another show. It's time where we go. Another opening, that's another opening of another show.
Thank you, 1031 Productions, for that wonderful opening number.
We are Bob and Rita DiMuccio, co-chairs of tonight's event, and welcome to Providence Public Library's first ever virtual gala.
Although we truly wish we could all celebrate the completion of PPL's incredible renovation together in person, we're so glad you're joining us this evening as we toast to the library and to you all, our amazing community. You make all of the free cultural, educational, and workforce development programs at PPL possible.
Thank you to presenting sponsors Rosalind Sinclair and Russell Mooring Catering and Events, to Eric Taylor and Bottles Fine Wine, to lead sponsors Amica Insurance, Bank of America, Bond Building Construction, Centerville Bank, Chase, IGT, Parsons Capital Management, and especially Kathleen and Barry Hittner, and to all of our sponsors. This event would not have been possible without all of you. Thank you for supporting PPL throughout the challenges of the past 6 months. And thank you to our fellow host committee members for their passion and creativity. Because of all of you, the show is going on. And on behalf of Amica Insurance, we're so proud to be here as a long-term supporter of PPL.
And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the virtual wine tasting. Jack, You now have the floor.
Thank you, Bob and Raina. Hi, everybody. I'm Jack Martin, Executive Director of the Providence Public Library, and welcome to Savor the Story 2020. We are so excited to have you here with us tonight. So first, I'd like to welcome all of you to our new workshop space on the ground floor of the library. Normally, this would be the space where we have all of our courses and classes, but unfortunately, due to COVID-19, or fortunately, we have actually turned this into a makeshift computer lab. We know that there are thousands of Rhode Islanders out there every day who need access to computers and technology to apply for jobs, to connect with loved ones, and we have set up this space for Rhode Islanders to be able to do that. However, we're actually here for Savor the Story to celebrate. So I'm here with Aaron Peterman, our Chief Operating Officer, and Eric Taylor, our good friend from Bottles Fine Wines, and I have been told that apparently there may be a bottle of wine hidden somewhere in the workshop. So Eric, where do you think the wine is? I mean, it's clearly not on our state-of-the-art tables manufactured by the Steelyard, or in our 30-person classroom space, or even in our maker space. I mean, this is the workshop. Where do you find a bottle of wine?
I've got an idea.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I think it might be in the fridge. But of course, a bottle of rosé.
So thanks to Eric Taylor's extreme wine hunting prowess, I believe he has uncovered a bottle of rosé. Do you want to tell us about the rosé, Eric?
I do. So this rosé is the first of 4 wines that we're going to have tonight. This wine is from a winery in Provence, in the southeastern part of France, called Parasol, and they make a bunch of different wines, and this is their Cuvée de la Commanderie rosé.
Bless you.
Yes, thank you. This is a really cool wine. The winery and the land around the winery was founded in the 1200s.
Wow.
And by the Knights Templar. I know. So as they used it as a way station as they were going to and from the Crusades back in the day. One of the things that they did at this winery was to load up on wine for their long journey out to the Middle East.
Smart Knights.
The Knights Templar also drank rosé.
Probably, that's a good question. Probably not, but they probably drank lots and lots of red wine. So one of the coolest things about rosé is that, is that it actually is made from red grapes. And how the rosé gets its color is that the rosé, the juice, when you squeeze those red grapes, actually runs clear, and the winemakers soak the red skins on that clear juice. Wow. Now, if you were making a red wine, it would be for weeks. But in the case of a rosé, they just soak those skins on that clear juice for a few hours, maybe a day, depending on what the temperature is or how the winemaker wants to make it. So rosés are kind of right in between a white and a red wine. So I think that's one of the reasons why they're so popular. Yeah. So, so as an example of them being right between a red and a white wine, when I smell it, it smells like really tart, like citrusy, like tart lemon and lime, almost like a Sauvignon Blanc. But at the same time, it's got this kind of juicy berry, like raspberry flavor to it. That's really, really, really good and so refreshing.
I'm a big fan. That's delicious.
That is delicious. That's fantastic.
Very good.
Tastes like summer.
Yeah, I wish it was still summer.
Or every other month of the year.
Yeah.
Summer.
Yeah.
We got a few more weeks.
Awesome. Well, that is the rosé. That's the Parasol from the Commanderie, from the Knights Templar.
The Knights Templar, everybody. Cheers.
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 Thanks, gents.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So here we go. The Knights Templar rosé. Who knew? So we are excited to find more libations throughout the library, but in the meantime, I want to kick it over to PPL alum and our friend, Louisa Murillo, who's going to tell you all about her experience at the Providence Public Library.
Thank you, Jack. Good evening, everyone. My name is Luisa Murillo, and I am a Latina Bolivian immigrant from La Paz, Bolivia. I've been a lifelong patron of this beautiful library, and today with your support, it's even more beautiful. I've also been involved with this library for my children. I am a single mother of 4 children ranging in ages from 9 years to 23 years of age. My oldest son, Luis, a recent Boston College graduate, was actually one of the first members in the first Cradles to Crayon program. And my children collectively have taken out thousands of books from this beautiful library, from the incredible children's collection that has supported their learning. They are all incredible students, athletes, and involved in multiple community service projects. So today, I have the honor to be standing in this renovated children's room, where I look forward after the reopening to spend many hours with my 9-year-old daughter, Isabella. And I'm also happy that my teenage children will now be able to accompany me and spend their own time in the renovated teen room. They will have their own space where they can continue their learning as they have in the past with robotics, coding, culinary arts, and whatever other incredible programs will be provided to them. At the present time, I serve as Director of Social Programs for Progreso Latino. During this pandemic, we are serving thousands of families in our food pantry, and on the side, I support communications. As a result of the learning that I gained in technology at this beautiful library from Don Gregory and his team, I took courses from CSS Hotmail to Data Navigators, and that supported the foundation that helps me now with managing communications for thousands of Latinos and immigrants in Rhode Island to receive information virtually during this pandemic. I love this library. I thank you for your support, and now I turn it back to Jack.
Thank you, Louisa, for sharing your incredible PPL experience. We really appreciate it. So now, Aaron and I are here in the Senator Jack Reed Information Commons. We've been walking around a lot, so we're a little tired, but our good friend Eric is on the hunt for something to drink.
Where is the wine? Okay, here. Nope, where is the wine? Find it. Oh, look! I found the wine, guys, but I don't have any glasses.
Not to worry. I always come prepared.
All right. Ooh, yeah.
What do we have?
Well, guys, so this second wine, did anybody find a wine key?
I got you.
Oh, of course.
Aaron thinks of everything.
Somewhere. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I didn't think I was going to find the second wine, but what we have is a Chardonnay from France. This is a Puy Fusé from a producer called Domaine Chavot, and they are in the very southern part of Burgundy in a region called the Macon. And the Puy Fusé is a little sub-appellation of the Macon, and are a little bit different from the Chardonnays that are further north in other parts of Burgundy. Let's try some.
I'm excited.
I am too.
Thank you, sir.
So, as I said, this is 100% Chardonnay, and Chardonnays are cool. They are interesting. I love Chardonnay because it comes in so many different types of styles. From one end, which is like a Chablis, which is super lean and crisp and acidic and tart, to an oaky, buttery California bomb, that is good, and I like them. This one's more on the lean side, and what's weird about it,
smells delicious.
I know, is that it smells like Chardonnay. This smells like the grape because it doesn't have any oak aging. Very little or no oak aging. It has a little bit of a creamy nose to it, aroma. And then,
That is tasty.
Wow. That's
so,
incredible.
yeah, it's got a rich. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's got a creamy what now?
It's got a.
Wow, that's incredible.
Oh my goodness. So it's got a creamy mouthfeel, and it's got a rich body to it, and it's got powerful ripe stone fruit, orchard fruits like apples and pears, but it's got an amazing amount of acidity. It's really lively, and that acidity balance out that richness of the ripe, rich stone fruit.
Is it proper to ask how much does a bottle like this run you?
In the low 30s.
Low 30s? No,
Yeah,
not bad.
yeah, it's great. And it's good like this by itself. This isn't as cold as it probably could be, but I like it a little bit closer to room temperature. It makes a lot more of the flavor come out, and yeah, it doesn't need to be icy cold. I think that would mask a lot of the flavor. Yeah, this is great. I could drink this.
It's delicious.
Yeah,
Might have to have another glass.
I think we might.
Might happen.
Yeah, awesome.
Worst things could happen.
Well, thanks for hiding some glasses underneath there, underneath the desk.
I always come prepared
I know.
It's not always in the info cones, but for today.
for today.
Very good.
For today. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
So I think Eric and Aaron and I are going to continue our search for wine through the library. But in the meantime, I'd like to introduce Angel, our PPL alum and Teen Squad expert, who's going to tell you all about his fantastic experience at PPL.
Yum. Shall we go?
Yep. Okay. Oh.
It's still going.
It's not Zoom.
I thought this was a Zoom call, Erica. We didn't wear pants.
Black tie
Gosh.
optional, though.
Black tie optional. All right. Sorry.
Thank you, Jack. My name is Angel. I'm a rising senior at Classical High School, and I've been involved here in the Providence Public Library as a teaching assistant and as a summer associate as a supervisor. Providence Public Library, I was first introduced to it by one of my friends before freshman year, and he brought me to the library and he showed me around. I went through the old stacks. I was able to go into the teen lounge, and that teen lounge actually was my first experience in the library. I really liked the atmosphere. I really liked how it was, pretty quiet. I was able to focus on doing work there after school, and this just felt like a really welcoming place. So the Providence Public Library has been a really positive experience for me because when I first discovered it, I was introduced to a coding class here called Road Coders, and I believe that was the first cohort of the class. And in that class, I was able to learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and from there, I got more and more involved with the library. Over the summer, with the pandemic, I was able to work with the library in the summer program, Teen Data for Good, and I was actually one of the supervisors for the program. So I oversaw 7 teen employees, and with the teen employees, I would help them at the end of the week, tell them what they did well, what they could work on, and overall it was just a really great experience because I was able to get experience with what I want to do in the future, which I want to try getting into an educational role, and working with the library over the summer was a great experience and helped me get more progress in working towards that goal. I think that people should support the Providence Public Library because they bring a lot of opportunities for teens. In my experience, I've had opportunities with their coding class, Road Coders. I've done data navigators, and I've done the summer job with them. So it's given me more insight on what I want to do in the future, and it's also just been a great after-school experience. Back to you, Jack.
Thank you, Angel, for sharing your story. I have to say it's been extraordinary getting to know you from all the years that you've been working with us at PPL, and we really appreciate it. So Aaron and Eric and I are in the seminar room, and as you can probably see, there's no wine to be found. So Aaron and I, we're going to the beach. Unless somebody has a better idea?
Well, I mean, we can't find wine, might as well go to the beach.
Right. All right. Womp womp.
Eric, what do you think?
What do I think? I think you guys should hold up for a second. In case of emergency. Here we go. Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Nice call.
Thanks.
All right, I guess we'll stick around for that.
Cool. Let's taste some wine.
All right. Well, I'm really excited that Eric found this Pinot Noir because otherwise we'd be at the beach on this glorious day.
I'm glad I got you guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, so this is the third wine, and so the Chardonnay is what we had before. That came from Burgundy. The red grape from Burgundy is Pinot Noir, but this one comes from California, Anderson Valley, in fact. This wine is made by a winery called Copain, C-O-P-A-I-N. I'm probably butchering that, but it's French for like buddy or chum. Which is very much their approach in winemaking. They make excellent wine, but it's very approachable and they don't take themselves too seriously. So this wine comes from the Anderson Valley, which is in Mendocino County, which is just north of the Sonoma Valley. So this is a very cool climate area for growing grapes. And it's that cool climate that Pinot Noir as a grape loves so much. It doesn't like it too hot. It does have a reputation for being a finicky, sensitive grape, but the cool climate of this Anderson Valley appellation serves the Pinot Noir really well. So
I thought you were going to say that I was cool. Let's taste it. Real good.
So, you know, if you want to get into it, you know, classic kind of black tea nose to it a little bit of smokiness to it. I always get a little bit of like cola out of Pinot Noirs, especially Pinot Noirs from the New World.
That's incredible.
And that's such a beautiful light wine. You know, it's lighter in body, but it's still got a fleshiness about it. It's still a little bit voluptuous and good without being too terribly heavy. Man, that's good.
That's really good. I like it.
Thanks, Copain.
Merci, mes copains.
Gee, I didn't know you spoke French.
Je parle français juste un peu. Ah oui. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Ooh, the bong. All right.
Yeah.
I approve.
Yeah, that's good.
So thank you again, Eric, for finding another incredible wine. We're so lucky to have Bottles and Eric as our partners. So now we're going to go in search of our fourth bottle of wine, but in the meantime, I would like to turn the mic over to Rob Edwards, the chair of the board of the Providence Public Library, who has a few words to share with you.
Thank you, Jack. First, let me add my thanks to our sponsors, especially Rosalind Sinclair, Russell Moore Catering, Bottles Fine Wine, Bob and Renee DiMuccio. Thank you. I also want to thank the host committee, which is planned for this wonderful virtual event. And I want to give thanks to the trustees and all of the staff at Providence Public Library who've worked so hard to make this happen. And finally, I also want to thank all of you out there who've contributed to this event. Your contributions have helped sustain us through this difficult pandemic. Thank you all. And I'd like to add just a few parting thoughts before we bring this evening to a close. First, as I look around this library space, I can't help but get excited about where we've come and what we've done over the last 2 years. We've come a long way, but I'm just as much excited about what this new building means for our community outreach down the road. The entire library building was redesigned, and as part of that redesign, we have space available that we can share with other community service organizations for planning purposes. And with the shared space and our increased cooperative relationships with partner agencies, we'll be able to expand our educational, our workforce development, and our cultural programs that we offer to communities throughout this state. So I can't wait for COVID-19 to get beaten back so that our doors can fully open and we can realize finally the full potential that this wonderful new building has. So now you're hearing it here for the first time. Save the date, May 21st, 2021. That's when the library will be sponsoring Savor the Story next year. Join me in raising a glass for a time when we can get together in person in 2021. We're all looking forward to it. I'll drink to that.
Thank you, Rob. So I'm thrilled to be standing on the stage of the Donald Farish Auditorium, fully decked out in sparkle for this incredibly sparkly occasion. The only problem is I can't find any wine. I mean, I've looked like in the podium, nothing. I mean, Aaron, there's like 200 like something seats in here. Is there any wine in here? Maybe like, I don't know, maybe like the magical stagehand has something? Oh look, the magical stagehand has a 2014 Bordeaux.
Well, hey guys, I'm glad the mystery stagehand found the wine.
Totally worked out. Who knew
Yeah.
that we have one in our employ?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
How you guys holding up? You doing okay?
So far, so good.
Do you want to try wine number 4?
No.
The last wine of the night?
No, yes.
Okay, let's do it. All right, so what wine number 4 is, we've gone back to France, and we've gone to Bordeaux this time. This is Chateau Lanessan. This wine is from the Medoc, the Haute Medoc, which is on the left-hand side of the river that splits Bordeaux into two. And this will definitely be the heaviest wine that we have tonight.
Okay.
So we had the rosé, and then we moved into the Chardonnay. We had the California Pinot Noir, and now we're going back to France for this Cabernet Sauvignon based wine. It's mostly Cabernet Sauvignon, probably about 60%, about 30% Merlot, and then the other 10% is Cabernet Franc, and then a blending grape we call Petit Verdot.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Smells a little smoky, a little gamey, you know, like forest floor, like a little earthy, which is totally typical of old world wines, French wines in particular. I like that this wine is at 2014. It has a little bit of bottle age, and it's starting to show some of its tertiary flavors, some of its secondary flavors, the flavors that aren't necessarily predominantly fruit. You know, we're starting to get non-fruit flavors are starting to emerge, like that kind of earthy, mushroomy, kind of a little bit funkiness. I love it.
I've never heard anybody describe a wine as a forest floor, so I'm very excited about this.
That's good.
Actually, it is one of those geeky
Oh, it's delicious. Wow.
wine
Wine
words.
terms, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Silky smooth. Yeah, silky, rich. I could drink a lot of this.
I could too. It's a good thing we only have one bottle.
Yeah. Hope you all are drinking a lot of it.
This is delicious.
It's pretty good.
Huh. 2014, eh?
This one, I don't know. This one, You know, I could drink by itself for sure, but like meats, like the meats that we're having tonight, you know, that are in the Gala in a box.
You say just drink by yourself?
Or by itself.
Or by itself.
By itself,
okay.
yes.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Or by yourself too. I mean, you know, yeah.
Well, this is great. I'm
Yeah.
big fan.
Cheers.
Cheers,
guys.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So Eric, all the wines were awesome tonight. How do I get more?
Well, Aaron, you can click on your web browser and take it towards bottlesfinewine.com. Go to our shop page, and in the search bar, you can type in PPL, and the 4 wines that we tasted tonight will come up, and you can purchase as many of the wines that you like, and 20% of the proceeds will go right back to the library. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
That's incredible. Thank you so much, Eric.
You're very,
Thanks to
very
Bottles.
welcome. So, buy early, buy often. Some of the quantities on some of the wines are limited. So I hope we sell out.
Me too. I'm actually
Yeah.
going to go on right after we get off the stage. Cool. I'm excited. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, thank you.
It's delicious. So, thank all of you for celebrating virtually with us tonight. A big special thank you to Eric Taylor from Bottles for selecting some incredible wines. If you are so moved tonight by our PPL alum, by our incredible new spaces, we really would encourage you, and I would personally ask you to consider giving to PPL. Next year, or this year, is actually going to be incredibly hard for us, and every gift that comes to the door will make a huge difference. In case you don't know, 80% of our funding every year comes from donors like you. And if you sponsored the event tonight, thank you incredibly. Thank you so much. Your gift means everything to us. Every year, this event raises more than $100,000 for the Providence Public Library, and we are incredibly appreciative of what you've done for us. Second, we'd like for you to possibly consider sponsoring Savor the Story 2021. We'd love to bring you on, and we hope to have an incredible event like this next year. Thank you again also to Rosalind Sinclair. Roz, we could never do any of this without you. You have been integral. To Russ Morin, we are also just, thank you, Russ. We would not be where we are today without you. Thank you to 1031 Productions. Joe Perry is on our board of trustees, and we love you, Joe. To our event partners, to our PPL trustees, to our PPL staff, and everyone who made tonight possible. And on a final toast, I'd like to raise a glass to all of you for making all this possible. So thank you. Cheers.
Yum. Sorry. Yum.
Yeah.
Mean it.